Da-dun-da, 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 da-dun-da.
Good morning, Gloucester Catholic, and welcome to the first ever production of GCTV. My name is Brady Belfast.
And my name is Boombox Billy Jenner Pro, and we'll be your host for today's broadcast.
Here on GCTV, we'll be telling you about the monthly news around Gloucester Catholic, covering upcoming events, sports, and academic updates, and anything that you may have missed.
And all the juicy gossip in the halls of GC.
A quick sports update for you. A big shout out to Lady Rams tennis player Emily Mondell on earning her first career win in the singles position against Pensgrove High School last week.
If you would like to check out the Lady Rams tennis team, you can find them at Atkinson Park today against Pittman High School at 4.
On Friday, September 15th, our Gloucester Catholic Rams football team defeated the Lindenwold Lions 54-6. Coming off a bye week, you can find the Rams at Gloucester City High School this Saturday, hosting the Wildwood Warriors at 11 a.m. for their homecoming game. Make sure to come out early to see who will be crowned the 2023 King and Queen.
I personally am shooting for my fellow redhead to win it. I'm talking about you, Alyssa Elliott.
I'm also rooting for Alyssa Elliott, my girlfriend. Anyway, moving on. Let's cut to our field reporter, AJ Cuck, as we get the inside scoop from our student council president, Maddie Mazer.
No, I didn't know.
Hey GC, I'm with your student council president, Maddie Mazer, and we're doing the first interview of our new GCTV show. All right, let's get into it. Maddie, what made you choose Gloucester Catholic?
I chose GC because my older brother came here and he really liked it, so I wanted to try it out.
Yeah, our family environment is awesome. And what's your favorite class or subject?
My favorite class was Religion 3 with Mr. Meehan because he always dove deeper and explained on a personal level.
And his religious background, I'm sure, made it really interesting. What are you looking forward to at Gloucester Catholic as a senior this year?
This year I'm looking forward to the Awakening Retreat, Senior Trip, International Club, and all the senior activities.
Senior trip's going to be a lot of fun. And what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is The Breakfast Club because I really like throwback movies.
I've never seen that one. What's your favorite sport that you've participated in while at Gloucester Catholic?
My favorite sport is cheer because I've been doing it since I was little, and I'm glad I was able to continue here with my friends.
Yeah, you guys help a lot with the energy at the football games. Who's your biggest role model in your life?
My biggest role model is my older brother because he's a hard worker and he always inspires me to do better.
Older siblings are always awesome. What's your biggest accomplishment so far?
My biggest accomplishment here at GC is probably student council president or cheer captain.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a great job. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned while at Gloucester Catholic?
The most valuable lesson I've learned here is probably that always be yourself and there's always a group out there for you.
What are your plans for after Gloucester Catholic?
I plan to attend a 4-year college, majoring in bio, and eventually becoming a cosmetic surgeon.
And do you have a college picked out yet?
Not yet, still looking.
And then what's your favorite memory of Gloucester Catholic?
My favorite memory is definitely Thanksgiving football game every year, getting to cheer for the football team.
They're always super exciting.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Maddie. And let's get back to Boombox Billy and Belfast Films.
Thank you, AJ. That was a great interview. I've always wanted to know more about our Stu co-president.
Moving on. The first 2023-2024 school pep rally will be taking place later today, and we have a bunch of fun activities planned for you. Be here to see the Rams football team try to take on the Lady Rams volleyball team in a volleyball match.
We will also be having a great dodgeball matchup of sibling versus sibling. You better watch your back, Andrew. Coming for you.
Lastly, to close out the pep rally, we have a pie a teacher. For $1 per vote, you can have the chance to pie Father Gallagher, Miss Heisler, Mr. Lou, Mr. Raspa, and Mr. Stetzer.
Speaking about teachers, let's cut to Christian Pepe, our field director, as he sits down with Gloucester City native and our long-term religion self, Paul Schwinger.
Hi, this is Christian Pepe. I'm here with Mr. Schwinger, new teacher at GC, and I just have a few questions to introduce him to get people to know him a little more. All right, so first question is, what did you do before coming to teach at GC?
Okay, I'll start in the 1980s. Is that okay?
Perfect.
So in 1980s, I ran a shoe store, manager of a shoe store. And then I started selling janitorial supplies for about 5 years. Why did I not go to college? At that point, because I was in rock bands and I was trying to make it big, and I gave that about 5 years, and it didn't work out.
Okay.
So in 1989, I went to college. I knew I wanted to teach special needs kids, autistic, all types of special need kids. I always knew I wanted to do that, but when you're offered record deals, and it's just kind of hard to, you're like, you gotta play that out, So it took about 5-6 years, and then I went to college. I got 2 degrees, special education, elementary education, reading certification, and I started at RV High School in Mount Holly in 1997, and I just retired in July.
Okay.
27 years.
Okay. Okay. All right. Second question: if you weren't a teacher, what profession would you do?
Rock star. Everybody has a fantasy career that they want to, right? So rock star or anything in radio, maybe a DJ, something with music.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to be a veterinarian at one point, but never followed up with that.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Next question is, what's a fun fact about you that not everybody knows?
Fun fact about me is I almost had an audition with Ozzy Osbourne from Black Sabbath, a band called Black Sabbath.
Mm.
Then he went on his own. We went to the audition, and I didn't make the audition, so.
Okay.
But that's a fun fact. Another fun fact, there's a rock band next to Bon Jovi. There's probably the largest rock band in New Jersey is Cinderella. They still play once in a while, but we used to open up for them all the time. So when we opened up for them, all the record companies said, yeah, we might be interested in you. So we always had that attention. And I have a CD around here somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
I'll find when we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite band?
Okay, you got about an hour?
Maybe.
All right, I am a music freak. If you're talking classic rock, I'm going to say Queen and Aerosmith.
Mm.
If you're talking jazz, I might say Miles Davis or John Coltrane. Talking country, Patsy Cline.
Okay.
And I can go on and on.
Okay.
Queen, Aerosmith, well, Beatles. You got to like the Beatles, right?
Mm.
Beatles and the Rolling Stones.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite song?
Ooh. I thought about this for a week, and I got about 100 of them. So
Well, what's the top one?
Usually when people ask you what your favorite song, it's not a song that's like rocking. It's usually a song that makes you
Think.
think. And so Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Okay. Who's that by?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay. Okay.
Very quiet kind of a thing. His voice in there is amazing. Listen to it later.
Okay, I will. I definitely will. What's your favorite season throughout the year?
Season will be right now autumn.
Okay, you like that the most?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't like it too hot or too cold.
Okay.
Favorite holiday, Christmas.
Okay. Okay. Well, that answers my next question. Why do you like Christmas?
Oh, okay. So why is it? Because since COVID, I haven't done it, but me and 2 friends used to go around to retirement homes for Christmas. Just take our guitars
Just play?
and play for the guys. Yeah. And they mean so much to them,
Mm-hmm.
right? One guy said, about 5 years ago, he said, you made our day. Nobody comes in here. You just made our life,
Mm-hmm.
So I took a couple kids from school. We did a guitar thing local in Mount Holly. And the same thing happened. The girls were playing a guitar. And this man told me, you made our year. And I'm like, getting a little misty, So I tell the girls that I brought for guitar. Now they're all crying.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a good cry. That's how music
Affects
people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Next question is, what's the biggest difference between teaching at a public school versus a Catholic school?
Difference between 2,300 kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rancocas Valley had roughly around 2,300 kids.
How big were like the classrooms?
I mainly taught special ed classes, so they were like between 8 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I did team teaching in another class. And sometimes the classes were 20, 15 to 20. Um, so yeah, as far as the students go, there's really no difference. It's just like RV. We had 70 buses. So at 2:30 when the bell rings, there's 70 buses out there.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's big. That's big. One final question before we get off today. So, what do you like so far about teaching here at GC?
I know half the staff here. I'm from Gloucester.
Mhm.
I know Mr. Steckler. I know Mr. Reed from when we were teenagers. I know Mr. Eller. And the secretary, Miss McDermott. Okay. I worked with her in the 80s.
Okay.
We worked in an office selling supplies.
So you've known these people
yeah,
most of your life.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable here
Mhm.
because I know everybody, and yeah, all the students are awesome so far,
Okay.
and they want me to play guitar, so I'll have to start a music guitar group one day.
Maybe in the
Right?
future, yeah.
So,
Oh, you have that CD?
yeah. So I hope I have it here. So the one band I was in to score, this is from you want to hold it up for him?
Yeah, sure.
It's from 1988.
Okay.
We made a couple albums, but I don't have one. So
That's okay.
So about 15 years ago, another company put this out again.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on MTV once. They showed one video one time, but I never saw it.
Were you in it
And
at least?
I look it up on YouTube. I can't find it. So,
Okay, well, thank you.
so
Thank
that's
you.
the guys,
Thank you.
and nobody can pick me out. Who am I?
This guy right here. Right?
Good.
All right, well, it was a pleasure interviewing you. This has been Christian Pepe and Mr. Schwanger. And
Thanks, guys.
see you guys later.
Thank you, Christian, and thank you, Mr. Schwinger.
Going along with the homecoming football game, this Saturday night, Gloucester Catholic will be hosting our homecoming dance in the school gym. The theme is Hollywood Red Carpet.
I can't wait to see everyone dressed up for this. Are you taking anyone special, Brady?
Yeah. My girlfriend, Alyssa.
Oh,
What about you, Bill?
nice. Bill, you got this. You're a stud. You're a stud. The worst she can say is no. You got the redhead blonde. You got everything going for you. Worst she can say is no. Worst she can say is no. Here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Alyssa.
Hey, Bill. Who's the person for?
It's for it's for Frank. It's for Frank. Frank.
Oh, okay. See ya.
See ya. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Bring it out. Bring it out. On the other side. Yeah, no one special. No one special. Moving on. Let's head down to our principal's office to get our principal's report from the man himself, Principal Tom Eichavone.
Good morning, Gloucester Catholic. It's been a great start to the 2023-2024 school year. There's a lot of energy in the building. Our senior class is fabulous, and our student council is doing an excellent job. Last week, we had the honor of celebrating Mass with Bishop Sullivan in our first all-school Mass of the Mass of the Holy Spirit. Our kids were excellent. Our student council officers and National Honor Society officers got to meet with the bishop afterwards for some light refreshments and conversation. I have never been more proud of this school, of this community, and of our students, and I'm looking forward to a fabulous 2023-2024 school year. As the great Mr. Murphy always says, go Phils, go Birds, go Rams, go to church.
Thank you to Principal Eichavone for the update. Stay tuned for more updates to come throughout the year.
Now that we've heard from a current student and teacher here at Gloucester Catholic, we thought it would be a great idea to have our third interview check in on a special guest. It can be an alumni, previous teacher, or administrator from the school, or just a lifelong fan of GC. We decided that our first should be a beloved teacher, alumni, parent. The list can honestly go on and on for his qualifications. So let's meet up with our field reporter, Trey Battle, as he sits down with Gloucester Catholic legend, Pat Becket.
Hello, Gloucester Catholic. This is Trey Battle.
and I'm here with the former teacher, Mr. Becket, right here. And I just have a couple questions for him. What is your favorite Gloucester Catholic memory?
I'd have to say, in general, the pep rallies. They were great when I was a student here.
Mm-hmm.
When I came back, I picked up the same energy. And one of the great things is that, we went through this long stretch with COVID. We couldn't have them, and we got them back now. And I think the school spirit here is always great. And I always thought it was the best.
That's good. What is your favorite hobby to do?
I don't like collect stamps or anything like that. Probably my favorite thing to do is go to concerts. I love going to concerts and athletic events. Love going to sports games.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my favorite thing.
What was your favorite subject when you were a student at Gloucester Catholic?
Well, this should be no surprise. History.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved history. I taught history, but I knew I wanted to be a history teacher when I was here at Gloucester. I had great teachers, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I wanted to do it.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
When I used to teach, my line was always, don't confuse kindness with weakness. When people try and take advantage of kind people, that just bugs me.
Uh-huh. What is your favorite class that you taught at Gloucester Catholic?
American government. That was always my favorite. I had a lot of kids still get in touch with me that I taught like maybe 10 years ago and come back to me and say, oh, I love that class. So it was really just a pleasure to teach it. It was really a fun class.
Who was your favorite coworker at Gloucester Catholic?
Oh, I could get myself in trouble there. I worked with my brother for years, so obviously he's one of my favorites. My sister-in-law, Mrs. McHenry, still works here. I better say that. Tom Flynn was probably my favorite teacher, and then he wound up being, one of my favorite coworkers. So I would say all of them, but those three right there are probably the best.
Mm-hmm. What is your proudest accomplishment?
I don't know. I take a lot of pride in being a dad, and I take a lot of pride in the success of my former students.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's anything I personally achieved, but my son's a musician. I'm always really proud of him when he performs, and when people get back in touch with me, or just on the socials looking and see kids like that I taught doing something really big. I taught kids that are doctors and lawyers and really achieving things, professional athletes. It's just really, I get proud about that.
Yes. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ooh. Boy, I'd love to live on an island, but it would get really hot. Maybe Ireland. Ireland's an island, isn't it? Yeah, okay, I'll go with Ireland.
And what is your favorite holiday?
I'm going to stay with a theme here. St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
It's also my birthday. That's my little known fact, too. So anywhere I go in the world, if I'm traveling on St. Patrick's Day, there's a birthday party right there for me.
Okay. What is a fun fact about you that we might not know?
My birthday, St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, that's good. And that will be all it for interviewing Mr. Becket today. Back to Brady and Billy. Well, that's going to wrap it up for our very first GCTV news program. I don't think we did that bad. What about you, Bill?
I mean, I guess it was all right. I'm sure we did better than the other multimedia class would do.
So I want to thank you all for joining in on the first broadcast of GCTV. Keep an eye out for the next episode. Until then, I am Brady Belfast.
And I'm Boombox Billy Jenipro. Deacon Heil, take us home.
Huzzah!
Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da.